and welcome back. My name is Raveena Adam and I am speaking to you all from South Asia. Today with me I have David from Winnipeg and I also have Robin from Calgary, Canada. Hi David and hi Robin, how have you both been?
Very well, thank you, Raveena. Enjoying possibly my favourite time of year, which is this autumnal weather.
Hi David, hi Raveena, I'm well, thank you.
Together, we will give you some updates about IJM's global work of protecting the poor from violence.
So IJM is continuing to protect people experiencing violence and slavery in three ways. First of all, with an immediate response, and that's reaching out to people who have a need now because of COVID-19, because of lack of resources. Secondly, with a near-term response, and that's putting on rescues, putting on investigations, business as usual. And thirdly, with a long-term response, and that's continuing to partner with governments in countries to protect people from violence and slavery.
I'd like to talk about immediate response and helping people that have been affected by COVID-19 now. Now for this, I want to focus on the ongoing need worldwide that is before us, and especially in the countries where IJM is working. Many of these countries are experiencing exceptionally high rates of the new Delta variant, and a large majority of the population is still yet to be vaccinated. Now, this has an even greater impact on those who are survivors of violence and slavery. In many instances, they're still recovering from their trauma and still establishing their economic security and independence. It can feel like a very hopeless situation, but there is something we can do. We, you and I, can help support those survivors of slavery and violence by providing them with immediate needs like food, hygiene supplies, and in some cases, baby essentials. Many survivors and their families are living on little or reduced income, and with extended lockdowns, the opportunities to earn new income are limited. But we can ensure that they remain safe during the COVID crisis and are not vulnerable to re-victimization. Just go to IJM.ca, that's IJM.ca. Scroll down to the bottom under Urgent COVID-19 Response Needs. That's Urgent COVID-19 Response Needs. And for as little as $50, you can provide immediate need for people who have been survivors of violence and slavery and ensure that they aren't re-victimized and can continue on their road to healing.
Thanks, Robin, for reminding us that COVID-19 is actually still impacting the majority of the world. And while we're talking about a third vaccination here in Canada, for many of these countries where IJM works, they actually haven't yet had their first vaccination. And so the problems that go with that are still there in these countries. The threat of lockdown is still there as cases rise. And so I think it's really important that we keep this very much on the map. And in fact, that's why we're continuing to do this vlog, because COVID-19 hasn't gone away and we still need to respond in the way that we've been responding over the past 18 months. So to continue, our investigations are still live for a near-term response, and we couldn't wait to share this good news with you that a woman is free from sex trafficking and has been repatriated to her country of origin in Eastern Europe. She had been trafficked to the Netherlands for sexual exploitation years earlier. IJM worked with shelter and international partners in the Netherlands and Romania and the authorities there to make sure that the survivor arrived safely and had a safe place to stay. She's been through a lot, so IJM and our partners are providing psychosocial support and basic needs.
In 2017, I remember how the local government, IJM and IJM's partners got together to rescue one little minor boy from a construction site. And history repeats itself again. We see how all of these three entities got together again to rescue one woman. It just fills my heart with so much of joy and hope to see that IJM or the government or the partners are not looking at numbers here. They are looking to care about ending slavery, even if it is with one person. And that brings me to celebrate with you all the opening of a new survivor-friendly inquiry station and shelter home for women and children who have been going through violence in Uganda. I have seen survivors firsthand fear the sight of police or inquiry stations. And I know that this place that has been opened in Uganda is not just going to be a place of inquiry or rehabilitation, but it's going to be a place where a sense of security is going to be developed within many survivors who are going to enter into that place. After speaking with the Ugandan police, IJM found that they wanted a safe and a private place where women and children could come boldly to talk and report violent cases. They also wanted to use the same building as a residential space for those who would leave violent homes, violent circumstances, violent situations, or violent partners of such crime. IJM in return refurnished a police station and made it comfortable for all these vulnerable women and children who would walk in.
Oh, Raveena, that's a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you, David, for giving me the opportunity to speak today.
Thank you again for tuning into this update during COVID-19. And if you've liked it, please press our like button. Also comment if anything in the story interests you, and we can have a two-way conversation. And all is left to say is just have a safe time, and we hope to see you in a few weeks' time. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, stay safe, and keep seeking justice until all are free.